see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Denson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got room at the 35. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. It just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, I'm sure you guys saw this, one of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He now has 79 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Overton. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Breaks into the open. The 40, past the 30, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Overton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
On the run, it's Overton. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. He now has 85 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Rhodes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Turning it on. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's for the catch. And the Gators want to move quickly. DB's right up on the receivers. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Gators! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Some much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel...
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The give on the option. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They try to get it outside on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man. It's Rudolph. Push down to the tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on third down. Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Fighting off the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Ready. 6 propane. 6 propane.
With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! They take the lead with the 6. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 15 over Washington. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you, so they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. It'll be a draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. If they can stop him on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Working on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and when it creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running it to the right. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense is aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air on 2nd down. Completes it in the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
This is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Punch it out of the air. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have